commodities, exchanged and bartered day and night, the transactions part of the tight social fabric. Though the Great War had left deep scars on individual minds and families of Great Paxford, in subsequent years its citizens had fallen into the understandable habit of taking one another for granted. Prior to the declaration of a Second World War, just 21 years after the first, there would always be tomorrow to drop round for a chinwag, resolve a dispute, or do a good turn. But from 11:15 a.m. on 3rd of September 1939, anyone owed an apology for something, or who might benefit from a favour or a rebuke, could be killed by a bomb in the night. Every book read, every meal enjoyed, every cup of tea either drank in haste or lingered over with a friend, every walk in the countryside, every moment of love-making, every breath and heartbeat might be your last. Every German bomb and bullet had someone's name on it. War made life more fragile, and each lived moment more intense. Before war's outbreak, the regulars at the Black Horse barely registered the voices of their wives, sisters and daughters, singing Jerusalem at the start of yet another monthly meeting of the Village Women's Institute. At 7 p.m, on the first Thursday of every month, their voices rose as one from Great Paxford's small village hall, to the general indifference of the men 100 yards up the road in the pub. But since the onset of war, on those Thursday evenings, the men had started to wander out into the road with their pints and stand in the soft moonlight to listen to their women sing with a distinct edge of defiance about their newly endangered green and pleasant land. The meeting, on this Thursday evening in October 1940, was particularly important. Outside the village hall, crows in the trees that surrounded Great Paxford were settling for the night under a cloudless sky. Inside the hall, members of the WI sat back in their seats after the last notes of Jerusalem signalled the start of the evening proper. The women sat shoulder to shoulder in silence, facing the executive committee on the raised platform before them. The hall was charged with nervous excitement, for tonight was to see the return of their elected chair, Frances Barden, to lead the branch for the first time since her husband had been killed in a rather horrific car accident just 5 months earlier. Joyce Cameron, the previous chair, had been asked to helm the branch while Frances had stepped down to grieve and to sort out her husband's considerable and complicated affairs. Joyce was a small, well-dressed, intelligent woman with a natty sense in expensive hats that invariably sported a pheasant's feather. Her face was soft and round, her skin smooth and pale, untroubled by the elements. Her expression could switch from benign to venomous in an instant. After moving to Great Paxford from Oxford with her solicitor husband some years earlier, Joyce had led a comfortable life of relative leisure, busying herself on local committees and organisations. While her husband had become a local magistrate and joined the local Rotary and golf clubs, Joyce had immersed herself in the WI, had become governor of the local school, and involved herself in several small local charitable organisations that gave assistance to the rural poor. In each organisation, Joyce earned a reputation as an effective scourge, frequently asking questions no one else dared ask, often bullying others to get her way. "Thank you, ladies. Settle down, please." Joyce's voice was clipped and authoritative. When she asked for quiet, she got it. Joyce's beady eyes looked over the members, gauging the mood in the hall. She wondered if it hadn't been a mistake to have held back from trying to take over his chair on a permanent basis, while Frances had been mourning for her husband. Joyce's younger self wouldn't have hesitated. Joyce had always been 1/10 demagogue, probably 2/10, perhaps 3. She instinctively knew.